So it's Sunday the 28th of February, heading off out for, it's going to be either 8 or 11 miles. We've now just entered Batters Park, which is just around the back of where we live, and it was 1915 or something. It was a training ground for the Scots Guards. Just over the back there is the main line. Head up the back of the houses here. On the left the houses, on the right is the main line. The main line from Paddington to Bristol and onwards, and we're looking there towards Paddington. And on the left here, they've been working here for the past 2 months, because apparently the bank is sliding down and they've had to pin it. Down the bottom there you can see all the railings and everything. And if we turn round and look the other way, even though it's Sunday, they're busy working over there. Pull it up a bit. And to put concrete into the side, because the bank's coming down, which could be a little bit dodgy. This is the main line again from Paddington to Bristol, and in the distance there, down by the green light, is the entrance to Box Tunnel, which takes the railway right down the hill to Box and into Bath. And off that tunnel there's a siding which leads into the underground, well, what do you call it? It was there for the nuclear war, if ever, and we'll later be walking past that, but it's a bit of a high spot, so there'll be no photography there. Chris Drive, quite a nice long walk, slightly uphill, but it's all tarmac. And off to the right here are 2 lakes, Pockridge Lakes, which we're going to have a look at in a minute. There's a path into, one of the paths into Pockridge Lakes. Scramble up. And there we are. Both designated as fishing lakes and used by various angling clubs. You need a ticket to fish, I think. Not my thing, but there we are. Looking very pretty today with the sun on it. Last time I was here it was frozen. Lovely pile of timber here, already cut, ready to be sold. And in the distance there is the fence for the Ministry of Defence, so that's all top secret. Lovely terraced of old cottages on the older part of Corsham, all built with Cotswold stone, and the stone is what was dug out of where the Ministry of Defence is, which is an underground town, city, bunker, whatever you like to call it, which was set up during the Cold War, and in there would have gone the government and the royalty, and it was self-sufficient for 3 months. Unfortunately, the rest of us were just going to get fried. Been climbing ever since we left home, and we're now getting near the top and up through these, I don't know what they are really, willows I think, and as usual everywhere new houses being built out into the countryside. There we are, people have got to live somewhere. Up through the village of Rudloe, which is sort of a suburb of Corsham, community centre there. And then we go out the top of here and across the main A4 Bath Road. Time to cross the main A4, London to Bath Road, which on a Sunday morning is certainly nice and quiet. Pretty houses here, again made out of Cotswold stone. And this is Rudloe Manor, which at one time was thought to be going to be turned into a hotel. Originally the RAF command, and behind that is another underground Ministry of Defence place. Beautiful view from up the top here, down over the Bybrook River, which we're going to go down to soon, and in the distance there on the hill is Corsham, where there's an airfield. But today it takes a lot to beat it. And down there, here to the left, is Bath, Start heading down now to the Biddeston River. We've got this path to follow, and then we will go down the ski jump to the farm at the bottom, the river and the farm. Beautiful view in the distance, really clear day, no wind, end of February, a bit better than the beginning of February. Opening up to a lovely panorama. And there in the distance is Corsham. We're going to go around the corner here, down the track. We're going to end up down there at that farm. At the top of the path now, and we've got to go straight down there somewhere to the farm and the river there, which is the Biddeston. See it there coming over the waterfall, looking very, very pretty. Down the bottom, bit of a steep old field, and this one here is where the rocky path comes, which the other week was covered in ice, and then we go round to the lane down here to the farm, and then we'll cross over the river. But first we're going to have a cup of coffee. Down at the Biddeston River, there's the river coming over the waterfall there. Comes round the corner and comes to the bridge. Then takes us out this side. Now got the choice, go left up there, which is the Macmillan Way, or go over the stile here, down the bottom and along by the river. So we're going to go up this way, which has been, and can be, quite muddy. It looks like it's dried out a lot, but I think we'll put the phone away. Climbed up from the river. That's where we just come from, into the sun unfortunately, and then over there is Corsham. Down there behind the trees is a Biddeston, which runs all the way down from here to Barthampton and joins the River Avon, and we're going to head down there, down the hill to Corsham and Monk's Wood. We're now down to Corsham Park and Monk's Wood, and we're going to go through the gate here, down the track, and then we've got to cross the river, which could be very, very muddy. Here's the Biddeston River, and we've got to go over the bridge. Hiya. Really muddy path there, which has resulted in that on the boots. Fortunately I've got my sticks, and here's the river. Must be near the head, I should think. Unfortunately, if you're at the river, it always means you've got to climb up again. And we've now got a long track up to the top of this hill, which quite a climb. And unfortunately the track gets really narrow, so you can hardly get your feet in between the sides. A little bit when we get further up. Here we are, tiny little track to walk up. Single track, somebody comes the other way. We're going to have to clamber up the hedge. So let's put the phone away and get a trot on. On the Macmillan Way, following the Weavern path, which is quite muddy in places, but it'll be nice through here in the summer, I think, when all the trees are out. Hopefully we're getting off the muddy bit here, as the path up here now is looking a bit more tarmacy, concretey. Oh, that's hard work coming up there, really muddy. Boots are well muddied. Off the track and onto the tarmac, but unfortunately it's a 1 in 5 hill up here, so we're going to be puffing a bit. We've only just started on it. By the time we get to the top, we're going to be puffing Billy. Top of the hill, along the road from Biddeston, and we now got to go down into the woods, and then unfortunately up a really steep hill. Starting to head home now, down through the woods here, around a couple of bends, and then we've got the steep climb up to, I think it's Middlewich Lane. We've got one hell of a clill to climb up now. We're on about 8 miles so far, 7-8 miles. So the old legs are beginning to feel a bit. Top of the hill, huffing and puffing a bit. Now we're nearly home, nearly back in Corsham.